leave it to me to start making a video at 1 o'clock in the morning. Hi and welcome to my first tag video ever. This is the completed series tag originally created by MadDogRebecca, but I was tagged by KimberleysBookNook. I'm really excited, more so than what a normal person would be, because this is the first time someone actually tagged me and I didn't just jump on the bandwagon to do a tag. There are two questions that they ask you. One is how many series have you completed in general, and two is can you show them to us. I was really kind of worried because there's a lot of series that I'm going to be sharing with you, but I'm going to try and talk as fast as I possibly can and make this not so much a long video. There are some series on this list that aren't completed, mainly because I'm still waiting on the rest of the books to come out on the market, but I was so excited to talk to you about them, I decided to put them on the list anyways and say screw it. The first book I'm going to be talking about, or the first series I'm going to be talking about, is the Hunger Games series by Suzanne Collins. I'm sure everybody's heard about this by now because the movies are currently being adapted to the big screen, but I have read all of them and I love them. The second completed series is the Shiver trilogy by Maggie Stiefvater. The third completed series is one that I haven't really heard too many people talking about, and I don't understand why because it's so good. The titles are kind of a mouthful, but it's the Forest of Hands and Teeth trilogy by Carrie Ryan. I love Carrie's writing style. She's amazing and I'm a huge fan of zombies. If you are too and you like kind of that dark grungy style, then this is the trilogy for you. The fourth completed series is the Summer I Turned Pretty, or the Summer series. This is actually on our reading list from thenightowlpost.com and I really enjoyed it. I'm actually going to be doing a review over this summer. I plan to, and I'm just going to be putting all three books together in the review. The next series is actually the Wake trilogy. Elizziebooks McMann, I have kind of a crush on her. She's awesome. Her books are right up my alley. I want to meet her in person so bad. The next series is one that I'm sure everybody knows very, very well. It's the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. And to explain why I only own 2 of the books, even though I've read the whole series, is because when they first came out when I was like 11, my mom and dad were one of those people that were really against them because of, you know, the witchcraft and stuff. And please don't judge my parents because they're amazing parents. They're wonderful, probably the kindest human beings you'll ever meet. So please don't judge them because now they're cool with it because we've had a sit down talk about it. But the reason I only own 2 is because I bought those 2 with my own money and I haven't had the opportunity to buy the rest of the collection. But I ended up reading them through my friend, one of my best friends in high school. She loaned me all of her books so I could read them in secret. So I was one of those kids. The next trilogy is actually the Cathy's Book trilogy. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this or not. Cathy's Book, Cathy's Key, and Cathy's Ring. Definitely go check them out. They're very interesting and they have some really cool like clues and stuff in them. You just gotta go check them out. The next series is the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Brashares, including Sisterhood Everlasting, which is the version of All of the Girls Grown Up. It's an adult book, but it is from the same series, if that makes sense. The Lux series by Godbersen. The Millenium trilogy by, let me say his name, Stieg, Larson. I really butcher names sometimes, sorry. He's the guy who wrote The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest, and The Girl Who Played with Fire. And I actually got those out of order, but that's okay. I am in love with that trilogy. I think I've read that trilogy like multiple times. 50 Shades of Grey trilogy. Don't judge me. Moving on. The Ugles series by Scott Westerfeld. These have been around for a while, but I still love them. It's Ugles, Pretties, Specials, and Extras. The Darkest Powers trilogy by Kelley Armstrong. I think it's the Awakening, the Summoning, and the Reckoning. The Black Dagger Brotherhood by J.R. Ward. I think I've read all of the books that have been released, but again, don't judge me. They're good books. I've read Matched, Crossed, and I am almost done with Reached by Ali Condi. I know it's taken me a long time to finish this book, but I've been really busy and there's just so many books and they just keep piling up. So I'm almost done with Reached, and it was so close to being done that I just went ahead and put it on this list. The Wicked Years by Gregory Maguire. He's the guy who wrote Wicked, the book, which actually has a musical about it. The Maze Runner series by James Dashner. The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare, which include The Clockwork Angel, The Clockwork Prince, and The Clockwork Princess. Also by Cassandra Clare, I have read all of the Mortal Instruments, The City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, and I know that there's like other books after those three, but for whatever reason, like those three are like a set of the Mortal Instruments, and even though they're of the same series, I mean, I've read all the ones that I can up until this point, but for some reason those three I just keep separate in my mind, and I don't know why. A Song of Ice and Fire series, oh my gosh, George R.R. Martin, he's amazing. Thank you so much for giving me this series to obsess about. The Gone series by Michael Grant. I think the last book has finally came out, Light, and that is the only book I have not read. So since I'm like almost done with this series, I just wanted to throw that out there. The Evernight series by Claudia Gray. Babysitter's Club by Anne Martin. Yes, I read the whole series like when I was a kid, and I remember completing all of the books and owning all of them. I no longer have all of the books because I think I sold them in a rummage sale like when I was in high school, but I still wanted to put them on the list because nostalgia, whatever. If I Stay duology by Gail Foreman. There's If I Stay and Where She Went. Dark Secrets series by Elizabeth Chandler. I know Elizabeth Chandler has actually been around for a long time. If you haven't read any of her books, you really need to, because she's a fantastic writer, and if you like that kind of suspense thriller book, then her books are definitely for you, and I really enjoyed them. The Jurassic Park duology by Michael Crichton. The Lord of the Rings series by J.R.R. Tolkien, and I include The Hobbit in this because I'm just one of those people that believe you really need to read The Hobbit before you dive into The Lord of the Rings. And the final one is the Little Women series. A lot of people think that it's just the Little Women, but there's actually 3 books. So there's Little Women, Little Men, and Joe's Boys by Louise May Alcott. It was actually because of Little Women that I got into writing, so I had definitely had to put this one on the list. So now to the fun part, I'm gonna start tagging people. I am tagging AdamandKarate, Greggliesreads, I'm gonna put his name up here so you can see it, Katytastic, and Elizziebooks. So those are my 4 people that I am tagging, but if I didn't tag you, feel free to go ahead and do the tag video and do it as a video response. I love seeing video responses and talking to you guys in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are actually reading any of these series that I have mentioned, let me know down in the comments, and I will actually have a new video up this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I know I have a ton of new subscribers, and it's just really blowing my mind and actually adding a lot of pressure because I'm like, oh god, now I have to be good. Oh boy. But thank you so much for watching and putting up with my weirdness, and I'll see you next time. Bye!